The role of artificial intelligence in clinical trial design and management is still in the early nascent stages, right? So there are groups that look at AI as a hammer looking for nails, and then there are groups that are looking for nails and ask the question, is AI the answer to this, right? But fundamentally there is opportunity to optimize and make the whole process end-to-end more efficient with AI. The fundamental problem we heard from Jeeva when we went out and asked biopharmaceutical sponsors and clinical researchers what problems they face. And the fundamental problem was every clinical trial feels like the first ever trial undertaken by mankind. It's like building a brand new airport for a plane to take off, and for the next plane, because it's a unique plane, needs a different infrastructure, different airport. And so it's very inefficient and having to build new infrastructure all over again. That's a problem that AI can and should solve, right? And that's one problem we solve at Jeeva, is with having that reusable, scalable infrastructure which do not require the pharmaceutical companies to have their own IT systems, IT team to monitor and maintain those IT systems. That's one. Second, when we look at specific modules or functions in a clinical trial, like protocol design is very ripe, it's low risk, there's no patient data involved there, and it's all large language models. You have 500,000 clinical trial protocols at least available on the clinicaltrials.gov portal that you can leverage to train and learn, and machine learning models or large language models to come up with at least a draft protocol based on what high-level design and constructs that a physician, principal investigator may provide, and iterate over that. And so there is opportunity in clinical data management, which is the core of the clinical trial process, where you can automate the data inconsistencies, errors, identification, anomaly detection, and monitoring data remotely, right? And highlighting or raising queries for data managers or site coordinators to verify certain data issues. So much of that can be automated. So our vision is really to look at the end-to-end and build what we would call a co-pilot, right? It's human experts are critical and indispensable. AI co-pilots can be a guide available as much as the humans need it in this process. And so I think there is tremendous opportunity. It's just that we are still in the early days of meaningfully implementing AI in this entire process. I think what we are taking is a cautious 80-20 approach in relatively lower risk areas to begin with, leading up to an ideal state where each trial is leveraging all the past clinical trials, operations, logistics data to make the next trial more efficient than the past trials.